What's up, spectators? Welcome back to an episode of Ace Attorney 6, but before I get started, I just want to remind everyone that I have a merchandise store available at KarateChopsticks.storeenvy.com, and I always forget to promote this. I don't even think I've mentioned this site in at least a couple months, so it does exist. There is, I have t-shirts if anyone's interested, and moving on. New testimony about Owen. Owen the Fourth! I've never met any personality named Owen. Patches was just blurting out nonsense in a panic. We're always aware, so we definitely notice if a personality like that showed up. How dare you treat me like a criminal based on mere conjecture? Well, that's short. How am I supposed to deal with the testimony of three personalities? Unless you can prove the existence of Owen here, it's all over. You'd best screw your courage to the sticking place and attack their testimony head-on. Alright, I will. Just stop piling the pressure on me. I have to draw out some info, anything, to drag Owen out into the open. Met, huh? Is that how you experience each other, like people meeting on the street? Well, it's more like all three of us are always here. And the personality that's most suited to the moment is the one that comes out. So when you're out, Uendo, what are the other two doing? Well, we never know when our turn will come, right? So we stand by and listen. So that means all three of you share the same memories. I never really thought about it, but I guess that's right. I see. Thank you. Please continue. Patches was just blurting out nonsense in a panic.
Hold it!
Patches, can I have a word with you, please? Why, hello, you rang? You said at first that you didn't know anybody named Owen. But then you exercised your right to remain silent. Were you afraid of committing perjury? Well, you see... I'll take over from here if you don't mind. Listen, I hate to say it, but Patches is about as smart as a sack of rocks. I'm struggling today again. If you grill him with a bunch of highfalutin words, he's going to want to keep silent. I see. So looking after loose-tongued Patches is your role, is it, Miss Kisegawa? Well, I don't know about that, but anyway. I do know that Patches was just flustered, and that's why he decided to remain silent. We're always aware, so we definitely notice if a personality like that showed up.
Hold it!
But what if, for some reason, you three were unconscious at the time of the incident? If three of you weren't alert and aware, what would happen? What would happen? I'm not even sure what you mean. I mean, you three share the same memories, right? But what if Owen is different? What if he has memories separate from yours? Maybe Owen emerges when the three of you are unaware or unconscious.
Objection!
Instead of speaking as if this fourth personality is a foregone conclusion, I suggest you prove his existence first. Well, we've already seen three personalities, a fourth wouldn't be a stretch. You dishonor the victim and this court by jumping to such conclusions without proof. Have you ever heard these old sayings, Prosecutor Sadmati? What happens twice will happen thrice. If you see one, there are likely 30 in your home. I'm basing my theory on such premises. Comparing us to cockroaches, do we bug you that much? But how do you intend to prove it? How will you prove that all three personalities became unconscious, as you say? Unless you can do that, all this talk is merely empty speculation. Well, Don't be so timid. If you don't have it, then have it. Find it. Look for something that could render Uendo and the others unconscious. Simon's right. I can't back down now. For my client, Mr. Wet, I have to. Wait, Mr. Wet. Let me rest down, baby, noodles. That's how he sounds to me. But I'm fresh like my soba. And you don't let show but do rest all about the three freshest. I can't. I'm just gonna talk normally because I can't keep that up. Oh shit. I didn't think he was just gonna keep on rambling. That's a flashback, who cares? He's blacked out. Mr. Wet falling unconscious. I think I've got it. We'll just get him super drunk. Do you have proof to back up your theory? No. Yes. Do I? Yes, I do. The proof is right here in this crime photo. It is? In that case, please point out what supports your theory. Sake! This most likely is what caused Uendo to lose consciousness. Easy.
Take that!
This is probably what made Uendo lose consciousness. Ah yes, the sake! And isn't it just like Master Tonido to pick a fine brand like Camel? Sake! You mean rice wine? Oh please, don't call it rice wine. That's so unsophisticated, it's not even wine. Silly girl. I must agree. You need to become more cultured, Athena. Tomato, tomato. It's made of rice and people get drunk from drinking it, right? It's called sake! End of story. Fine, sake it is then. Ay caramba! Haven't heard that in a long time. Everybody's so touchy about these things. I recall Master Tonido would often have a drink or two before performing. He said it made him more eloquent. Drinking too much of the stuff can make one lose consciousness though, of course. And look! There were 2 glasses on the table. Uendo, I believe your master offered you some sake. And then you must have drank too much and passed out. That's when your 4th personality, Owen, emerged. I drank sake. Oh, that's a good one. We have a real sweet tooth, you see, so yes, we did accept the sugary red bean bun. But since we really dislike sake, we said no. Thank you to that. Believe it or not, we're real weak when it comes to booze. Even a tiny drop can knock us right out. So, you see, I had a sweet manju bun, but I didn't drink any sake. But that can't be right. The defense demands that the glasses be examined right away. You amateur! Did you really think I had not already done so? Your foolishness is beyond the pale. Don't tell me. There was no trace of the witness having touched either of the glasses, naturally. Right, of course. Miss Sykes, would you like the witness's statement added to his testimony? Yes, please. I had a sweet manju bun, but I didn't drink any sake.
Hold it!
So if you had even a tiny sip of sake, you'd conk right out, huh? That's why you didn't touch the glass that Master Tonido offered, correct? Yes, that's right. Then maybe you ate something that had sake in it as an ingredient. I don't recall doing anything like that. He doesn't recall doing it, but that doesn't necessarily mean he didn't. He just might not have known that he did. I better take another good look at the evidence. So he didn't drink any sake, huh? Oh boy, now we're in trouble. That kind of answer is exactly why Sad Monk keeps insulting you. Now use your head. There are countless ways Uendo could have gotten sake into his mouth besides drinking it. Well, I don't know about the countless part, but nothing. Give it some thought and you'll figure something out. So the witness must have had something that contained sake. Is there anything in the court record that hints at something like that? Bum bum beep bim bum 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 doo doo doo. Let's take a look. Maybe at the report. Bump bump. Let's take a look. 2 drink cans in the fridge, flour, soba noodles. Soba noodles. Wet soba deed. Invitation from Simon. Simon's statement. Dumplings. That's possible, I suppose. Alright. Ooh! I wonder if that camel's important at all. Let's see, for now, I'm gonna try presenting the photograph.
Objection!
Which is not the case. Okay. Alright, so that's not the answer. Instead, then, I will try presenting... Oops. The note.
Objection!
Ah! The camel is important. This shows what, most likely, made Uendo lose consciousness. That note? Are you feeling lightheaded, child? Or perhaps a bit peckish? I'm not hungry and my head feels just fine, thank you very much. Look at the paper this note is written on. Isn't there something familiar about it? What exactly is your point, defense? This faint design here reminds me of the paper from... Yup, it's a piece of paper of wrapping... Wait, it's a piece of the wrapping paper on the box of manju buns by the victim on the floor. Ah! Uendo, you may not have drunk any sake, but you did eat a sweet red bean bun, right? Well, yes, that's right. I don't know if you're aware of it or not, Uendo, but I believe the manju you ate caused you to fall unconscious. The bean bun? But how? Because those buns contained a secret ingredient. A very punchy secret ingredient at that. Yes. The design on the wrapping paper matches that of something else in the room. It does? The design of this object matches that of the manju box's wrapping paper. Boop, 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 boop. The camel pattern. It's the same as the one for Camel brand sake. So, just as Uendo said, he didn't drink any sake per se. But he did eat some. Impossible. Uendo had a Camel brand red bean bun, which boasts a nice shot of sake as one of its ingredients. So the defense is claiming that Uendo passed out after consuming a Camel sweet bun, which allowed a fourth personality named Owen to emerge. Is that correct? Yes, Your Honor. That's exactly what I'm claiming. But there's one thing that bothers me. Wouldn't the alcoholic content of the buns evaporate as they're steamed? In order to give them a stronger flavor, some manju are specially made to retain as much of their alcoholic content as possible. What kind of lightweight do you think I am? Even I wouldn't pass out from eating a simple manju. Then how about we test that theory? What do you say, Your Honor? Shall we all get drunk? Seeing is believing, as they say. Very well, I will allow a test. Thanks, Your Honor. Simon, go buy us some camel manju on the double. And don't forget to get me one too, okay? Why must I? And while you're at it, Prosecutor Blackwell, you'll get one for me as well. And cup ramen. I'm not the courthouse stable boy, you know. And some taquitos. But just this once, I'll acquiesce. Taka, I'm counting on you. And some of those rotisserie hot dogs that are spitting there for all day long. And all of you had better pay me back. But I thought it would be your treat, Prosecutor Blackwell. What a shame. Now then, let us adjourn until the manju arrive by Carrier Hawk. Court will reconvene as soon as Taka returns. Hell yeah! 7-Eleven run! Taking a break till then? Sounds good to me. Damn, the break is so long we gotta get a to be continued. Okie dokie. So it's been almost 23 hours, huh? Not bad. 23 hours. We're on case 4, and apparently case 5 is obscenely long, so... Now that the sweet buns have arrived, this court is back in session. Go on, Uendo, eat up. Nice flavor. You can really taste the sake. That was delicious. Yes, a unique sweetness and the faint aroma of sake. Yet I hardly think that anyone could pass out from eating something like this. What's the matter, Uendo? You're not afraid of a tiny manju, are you? Or are you scared of how many calories it has? Don't be ridiculous. A sweet little snack like this couldn't possibly have that many calories. Less bleeding, more eating, witness. Fine, whatever. See, I told you. It don't affect me in the slightest. We might be a lightweight, but come on. Nobody's that light. Seriously, nobody's gets struck off a wah little wah ball. Owen the fourth! Looks like it worked. Witness, please tell the court your name and occupation. Ooh, my name's Owen. I'm 5. You're 5 years old? Am I in trouble? Please don't yell at me. So he's Uendo's 4th personality. I'd hardly think a child like him could have a motive to murder the victim. And even if he had a motive, could he have actually committed the murder? That's a very good point. Owen does appear to be very timid and weak. It seems the defense was hoping this hidden personality would be the real killer. But now that he's standing here before us, it is clear that none of Uendo's personalities can be the killer. Where could I even go from here? Shisho! Owen, do you know something about what happened to your master? Come on, buddy. Won't you tell Auntie Athena what happened? What a scary lady! I'm not scary. Look at Auntie's big smile. Tell me about your master, please. Pretty please with sugar on top. Okay. Shisho was super nice. He always played with me. Just like a real grandpa. I love Shisho. Athena, do you sense anything behind his words? I sense his sadness. Sadness so pure it's heartrending, but no discord. Prosecutor Saad Mahdi's right. Owen isn't the killer. But then, don't you find it odd? Let's review what we've learned so far. Uendo rearranged the Karuta cards to pin the blame on Bucky. Well, that's because the original message implicated Owen. But Owen is only 5 years old, and absolutely adores Master Tonido. Exactly. The other three personalities also have no motive for murder. If Owen isn't the true culprit, then the person who first laid out the cards probably wouldn't have been Master Tonido. So then who did it? Did the appearance of Owen help you figure anything out? Yes, Your Honor. I now know who it was that first laid out the Karuta cards. But I thought it was the victim, right? No, Your Honor. I don't believe it was. The one who first arranged the Karuta cards on the table was none other than the true Uendo's fifth personality! I believe the person who laid out the cards out is the very person who killed Taifu Tonido. How quickly you move on to a new target when your Owen theory proves false. You Polkunin. I don't know what a Polkunin is, but I know I'm definitely not one. And before you start with the sermons, why don't you hear me out? Yes, let's hear the defense's reasoning. Please proceed, Miss Sykes. But if you're bluffing, I won't go easy on you. I understand, Your Honor. Now then, please recall the original crime scene. Who did the Karuta card's name when the scene was discovered? Let's see. I believe they implicated the defendant, Bucky Wet. That's right, but we then found out that the message originally read Owen Ford. Which implicated the young boy, Owen. Exactly, and the person who rearranged the cards was undoubtedly Uendo. Uendo may have kept silent, but we can be sure he already knew his master was dead. His tampering with the crime scene using the TV all but proves it. I confess. I tampered with the crime scene. The reason Uendo rearranged the Karuta cards and moved the TV was because he saw the Owen 4th message and was convinced Owen had committed the crime. Ugh. Right on, Prosecutor Blackwill. It would seem that Owen and the other three personalities don't share the same memories. But really, there's no 4th personality. It's just the three of us in here. Uendo feared that Owen had killed Master Tonido, so he tried to hide Owen from us. But it turns out Owen is but a 5-year-old child, incapable of hurting a fly, let alone his beloved master. So naturally, the culprit must be somebody else. And this somebody else, the true killer, tried to pin the crime on Owen. I see. That does make sense.
Objection!
This is not but conjecture composed of half-truths and fantasy. Who then do you maintain murdered the victim? I believe Owen might know something about that.
Objection!
I refuse to allow such impromptu testimony, and from a 5-year-old no less. Such a young child is incapable of producing anything coherent.
Objection!
But your desperation is disgraceful. You should realize when it's time to let it go, and I saw it. I saw Shisho getting... Owen, you do know something, don't you? Don't interrupt him, he was just saying. Stupid. Yeah, I saw him get murdered. Oh my, is this true? If so, we must have Owen testify immediately. What do you want, Tammy? Sleepy Tammy. Don't you agree, Prosecutor Satmati? It's all right, Owen. Go ahead and tell us what you know. Shisho was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Shisho's face, getting it all red. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared I passed out. This is eyewitness testimony from the moment of the murder. Owen, can you tell us anything else about what you saw? I was scared. Ooh, so scared. Owen! His emotions are spiraling out of control. Something must have really frightened him. Is he alright? His emotions are running wild because he's trying to recall something frightening to him. I recommend a therapy session right away! Put him on the couch! Yes, please, do whatever you can to help the poor boy. Will do. I'd better find the cause of these out-of-control emotions pronto. Shisho was standing with the knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Shisho's face, getting it all red. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared, I passed out. Poor kid. He's absolutely terrified of something. Whatever it is, it might be the root cause of his out-of-control emotions. I better take another careful look at the images. Shisho was standing with the knife in his hand. Let's see, okay. Blood was dripping onto Shisho's face, getting it all red. Interesting, because it's all the same level of sadness.
Got it!
Blood was dripping down onto Shisho's face. I don't remember seeing any blood in the crime scene photos. Besides, if the victim was standing upright, how could blood drip down onto his face? As I expected, all we managed to obtain from this child is a tale he dreamt up. I guess it's a little weird for blood to drip onto the victim's face if he was standing up. Unless it dripped down from the ceiling or something. What do you think, Simon? I don't know. Owen's one confused and upset kid right now, so who knows how accurate his memory is. Maybe it's time for that thing instead. What thing? That thing that you and your cohorts do. What do you call it? Rotate your thinking about? That sounds right. Oh, you mean turn your thinking around? Yeah, whatever. It's the same thing. No, it isn't. Who's ever heard of rotating your thinking? I mean, rotate is... Hey, wait a minute. You know what, Simon? In this case, I think rotate just might work out perfectly after all. All I have to do is rotate things by 90 degrees. When he saw his master, Owen must have been seen lying on the floor. And with that conclusion made, and it being over 30 minutes, I'm gonna end this video here. So stay tuned tomorrow for the next episode! Check out my t-shirts, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!